We are bringing the juice.
Let's get our piss
Juiced
on,
up.
baby. Let's go.
Man, my piss is hot, man. I'm super excited to sit down with it. NFL vet, longtime player, kind of a guy I looked up to when I was moving through my offensive line time, looking at guys, and first round draft pick. It's in your pedigree. I'm super fired up to sit down with you, man. We're just a bunch of boys trying to get rowdy.
Yeah,
we wanted to bring you on because we know that's what you're about.
That sounds perfect for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
We're
at my best is when I'm with a bunch of dudes trying to get rowdy.
That's right, man. I saw you walking around. And I said, you know what? I got to go get him on. I think he fits right in with the crowd that we're trying to have, the energy we're trying to have. We're just a couple boys trying to shoot the shit, drink some beers, and
So
have a
you
good
were an
time.
O-lineman?
I was a center.
Okay.
He's low balling. Aaron's a dog.
So
and
he's a
professional
center.
and professional rugby player.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Amazing.
Yes, sir. Obviously played football 2014, 2017. Short little stint. The Lions didn't make it. Transitioned right into rugby. Played rugby for 6 years.
So we're about the same age, pretty much. Well, no, you went 2014, 17 in college.
Yes, in
so
college.
You're 4 years younger than me.
You got drafted in 2013, correct?
13.
Yeah, so obviously I'm a high school offensive lineman looking up like,
There you go.
yo, that guy plays ball the right way. I
fucking
need to follow
dude.
that. A dude.
That's awesome. Well, you're a center, too. And as much as I love tackles and guards, centers are the best. Centers can calm down a room when you need it most. They can get you on the same page with your buddies.
Absolutely.
And there's nobody who I'm throwing more money to at the end of the week than you. I'll be like, I need you to slide with me.
Slide with me, yeah.
Be with me.
Help me
here.
out that snap count a little bit, all right?
Yes.
You screw me on the set over
Rookie
here.
year, I playing against Nick Fairley and Dominican Sue.
Oh, man.
Pick your poison. You're probably going to lose either way. But if I had Sue on my side, I'd be like, hey, Roberto Garza was my center.
Yes.
I'd be like, conmigo.
What is the – okay, let's start college ball.
Okay.
What was the optimal move for you post-win in your time in college? How many beers? What kind of beers? What's your game of choice? Listen, I know you had a great career.
In junior college, it was whoever's got the coldest beer and the fullest Ziploc bag of Bud. Was probably,
Respect that.
was
in
probably
California, respect that.
That was probably the move.
Love that.
And it was a lot of cold beers for me. Domestics, I guess you could say. Coors, Miller, Budweiser.
Easy stuff that goes down the gullet.
Your fucking ABCs, baby.
This was before they were giving you, beer deals.
Yes.
So
Scully checks and beer deals.
we were playing basketball at the city parks for $20.
Yeah.
And we'd be able to buy whatever we wanted with it.
Yep.
And we'd play a lot of basketball. So we played hard and we worked hard. But I would say when I got to the NFL, it was playing downtown Chicago. We lived an hour north of the city. So whatever vice you were into, make it so they could get you an hour drive home.
Yep.
So it would be a big dip. Maybe I'd have a couple road sodas in the passenger seat, make my buddy drive home.
Yep.
But you know that feeling after a game, especially after a win, but even after losses, you get to decompress after a long week.
Have to.
And if you're out there for 75 snaps beating your brain in,
Yeah.
just give me a beer about
Yeah.
it. I just need a beer about it.
I think that's one thing about offensive linemen. We're real low maintenance.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it does not take a lot to like, after I go beat my face in, probably think way too hard about too many calls. I
Yep.
just want a 12-pack in front of me, a couple zins, maybe some chew in the time, and just, hey, I
Yes.
really want to talk for the next hour. I
And
just
some
wanna drink
guys,
these
some
beers.
guys want to talk about the game.
Ah,
And I'm
fuck
like,
that.
Hey, I don't know about you. I can't remember the game. Did we win or lose?
Yes.
What was the score? Who had the ball last? Doesn't matter because at the end of the day, all we're looking to do is kick our feet up, take our shoes off,
Correct.
have a nice cold one, watch the Sunday night game, and make a plan for Monday night, which is probably going to be O-line dinner.
Yep.
Nice.
O-line dinner Monday night, we'd always go to Tilted Kilt or Twin Peaks.
Yes.
We were a big Twin Peaks
We used to
group.
go, in a rugby crew, we used to go Twin Peaks in Seattle.
Love
Deep in
Twin
the cuts in
Peaks.
Seattle. It was
A lot of
there-
purple hair up
lots
there.
of purple hair up there. We used to have to go out we had a former SEAL Team 6 guy, that used to be like our security team manager.
Yep.
It's a low-funded rugby league. We just started 2018. It's 7 years in.
That's
it's
great.
Still figuring its shit out, right? But he'd be like, hey, fellas, I brought one of my guys with you. Make sure you guys go check the back of his truck out. Pulls his trunk open. He goes, yeah, I'm a retired police officer. Presses a button. Just 7 ARs.
John Wick stuff.
No, it's just John Wick. And he goes,
Yeah.
you're in the streets, fellas. When my boy's in town, we make sure the boys are taken care of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish we had more guys like that. You know, if they let us take out that John Wick arsenal at the offensive line, we'd be less sore at the end of the game.
100%.
Just kneecap everybody.
Exactly.
Somebody the other day was like, "How do you stop Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl?" I said, "Kidnap him."
Yes.
Like abduct him, maybe.
Find out where he's staying a couple days before.
Don't let him show up to the game.
Make sure he's sick. You know.
They used to ask me like, what's our game plan for Aaron Donald? And I'd be like, a fucking taser.
Yeah. A bar fight. However many extra licks I can get on him, as much as I
even
can.
know.
Samurai
He's
sword.
the guy where you hit him with the taser and he doesn't go down.
He's a dude where
Hey.
it's like that Hangover scene.
Hey, these big fellas need an extra dose. Right in the fucking
Absolutely.
face, baby.
Absolutely.
Yes. Was that Rob Riggle?
Hey,
Yeah.
yes.
Classic.
We have this thing called juice golf,
Okay.
and what it is so if we were going to play, it'd be 1-on-1.
Okay.
Someone wins the hole. So if I win the hole, I pick your punishment. There's 4 punishments. You either dome a fireball shot, you shotgun a beer, you gotta throw. We could put some long cut in for you, but usually you gotta throw a zin in. But the zins accumulate, so I might
I'd end up
zin.
with 6 zins.
You might be spinning. The last one.
Fireball.
Hey, no, there's a strategy. There's an up and a down and a zigzag, man.
You gotta bury him early.
But the newest thing, we implemented the taser.
The taser.
So we bring a taser out on the golf course, and Dr. Watts comes out, baby.
Picking fireball all
Every
like,
time.
No,
if
but
I
I'm picking your
If
punishment.
I had to pick my own punishment, I would be like fireball, and then at the end I'd be like, somebody tase me.
Someone give it to me.
Usually that's how
I
it
want
goes.
to feel something.
Actually, one of our boys, I got his at Rittering.
Yeah.
He's bullshit. I don't know what the
He's
fuck
in
he's
Miami
at right now.
today. You know, he's taking care of
Yeah,
himself.
we hit Bourbon Street too
You
hard
gotta take
last
care
night.
of the crew. He needs like a
Needs
he's
some
a tight end. He was out a little rowdy last night. And we were like, hey brother, I
He had
think
a
take
dart
care
in
of
his
yourself
neck
today.
last
Tell
night.
them the best availability is, or the best abilities availability.
Absolutely. That's
You
why
know,
we're here.
we'll
so
get
you
him
can
right.
be ready to go.
Yeah.
He actually owes me a baldy because he goes, "Oh, bro, don't tase me. I have a heart
A baldy.
shave his head."
Oh, baldy. Okay.
Yeah, we used
I
to
just have
race.
that all natural.
Yeah.
That's that God cut.
We
That's
do.
that God cut.
We did. Hey, but how much
Strength and honor
nicer
right
is
there,
it?
baby.
Over once you accept it, it's got to be.
Dude, I was 21 in junior college, and
It was time.
I took my helmet off, and I had a bunch of hair in my helmet, and I started wearing hats all the time.
Yep.
Hats. And then
Right.
the combine came along, and I was in the hotel room the night before the combine. There's another O-lineman in there who I just met that week, and he was like, "What the are you gonna do tomorrow?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'm gonna run fast."
Yeah,
And-
I'm here to get me.
and he was like, "But you gotta take that hat off. Everybody's gonna see that
Dome.
spot." So we went to the CVS in Indianapolis. This was before Instacart,
Yeah.
where we had to
Actually
actually
had to walk to the store
somewhere,
and get it. Yeah.
you know. And we bought some cheap Bic razors and bicked my head. That was
Yo.
the first time I had a Bic. Was at the combine.
You ran fast though.
I was
The
like, I'm gonna run
aerodynamics was
faster than
legit.
shit,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, it was a good day. But
That's
yeah, you got
fucking
to
awesome.
come on home eventually. And once I did that, I was like, this is my look.
Yeah.
And then I got a beard, and I was like,
I'm
okay,
sexy now,
I'm
baby. Yeah.
You know,
there's no turning back.
I'd be remiss to say, you know, it's a little cheeky as a former O-lineman, but you know, O-linemen, we're big Groots.
Aaron
we're
had
big
the. Hey,
fellas.
we had lettuce in
Like,
college
we
too.
glow up after we're done playing.
There's something to that.
Because I make the comparison. I talk to a lot of people, and they're all the DBs, man. They love eating their candy. Their diet is
They
atrocious.
get fat. Running backs get
Oh.
fat because they stop running.
Yeah, they blow up because they have the same eating habits. O-linemen are like, I don't have to cram 5,000 calories
Our
into my
bodies
stomach
just
today.
know that we don't need all that.
Yes, absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
falls off of us. Look at
It
Joe
is.
Thomas and all these dudes.
Dude's
Skinny as
a
hell.
A baller.
Marshall Yonda's like a marathoner now.
Yes. The enduro athletes. But we'd be remiss. I was over there watching you hit some swings.
Okay.
I don't, you know, he hasn't really been beaten in juice golf yet.
Okay.
You might be able to
I
get out
actually
there
am
and
like
rattle his
7-0
cage.
right now.
You might
I'm
be able to
not a
rattle his
fucking
cage.
good golfer.
No, I want to play
I'm
this
not a
juice
good
golf.
golfer, man. It's just fun. Now you could put someone in the spin cycle really fast.
Really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like throw up has happened on greens multiple.
You
fucking
don't spin
times.
me, though.
You're not gonna spin? What's your tolerance?
I don't know.
How many beers? Another one.
I'm just saying, we haven't gotten there. Maybe we get there at the Pro-Am.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, we do.
That'll be fun.
We got a nice ice luge. We have a
Love an ice
competition.
luge.
What was it last year? It was like if you could. We had a hole last year where if you deleted a beer in under what was it 4 or 3 seconds, you got a free hat on the spot. And I'll tell you what, motherfuckers know how to delete beers.
They can delete it.
There's that one dude on Instagram who challenges you. It's
Deep
like
throat
20
has
bucks
come
to
a
win.
long way
Yes.
Bro.
since the 80s. There's been a lot of new techniques.
Pioneer.
I
Fucking
saw
pioneers.
the one guy do the
Vortex.
He does the vortex
Yeah.
thing, and then he like licks his finger.
Yep.
You know the guy I'm
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
And I'm
He does
like,
the whole-
holy shit, I want to do that.
Yes. Yes.
That looks awesome.
I don't have that in my bag.
The methods of consumption have changed. You know what?
I gotta learn it.
When we got away from just pure like, hey, I'm gonna poke a hole in the bottom of this can and delete this thing real
Yep.
quick. Now there's a little bit of showmanship to it. I'm like, hey,
I'll
let's
be
lean back
honest,
the other
I have
way.
shotgun anxiety.
Do you?
Yeah, I've never been like, I never know which key to use. I never know when to crack it. Do you have the hole on top or the bottom when you have it on the side?
This
These
guy-
are all questions I'm afraid to ask.
Hey,
I'm just a messy
It
shotgun.
feels like high stakes when you start. Once people start cracking them and someone next to you does it right, you're like, shit. Like now I'm on the
What was
spot.
it, Dick Cheney who got somebody with a shotgun?
Yes.
That's kind of like me. It could get messy if we
get
go
real
out with
messy,
shotguns.
This motherfucker right here, my freshman year, we had this fake fraternity because frats were being frats in college at this point, and everyone was part of the football team. We called it Chi Chi Chi. My
Oh.
aunt had a printing press.
That's not
with a
good.
Nice XXX on the fucking
Okay,
shirt.
Chi,
Chi, Chi,
X's.
X,
X.
3 X's.
Okay.
In the Omega world. You
Come
know,
on now,
Not
baby.
into the, yeah.
No, no, come on.
None of us are.
This is
Don't
a-
worry.
No, I don't understand these Greek letters.
I got you. I got
Hey,
you.
we didn't either. But then we got thrown the idea. And guess what? This motherfucker, freshman year, it was after a loss. We had a tough run, man. We went 1-11 my freshman year, his sophomore year.
Yeah.
After a game, I think it was a spring ball Saturday. We said, boys, we need to activate. We need to bring the juice. We gotta get our piss hot. Someone's got to set the tone. Him and Mr. James Bailey over there take 2 Gold 4 Locos back to back, shotgun to the dome. Deleted in probably under 14
7 seconds.
I have the videos.
I have the
still.
video.
Halftime?
No.
Just
Just
a,
like a
spring ball-
Saturday.
Spring ball, you get your weights
We need to
in. and
get our
you-
juice.
You got your juice hot.
Gotta
It's
get
like
your juice
it's
hot.
11 o'clock and it's a beautiful day in the spring in Fresno. The sun's out. We had a giant pine tree in the backyard. We were
Thunderdome.
throwing die. Like
That's
we were-
how you
hey,
peppered your Angus. We always say, like, get your piss hot. But it's
Yes.
like you pepper your Angus.
I like
used
that.
to be what we would
I like
say.
that.
We might have to coin that on a
for
hat.
Individual period. I'd be like, pepper your fucking Angus.
Get your
'cause
shit
I'm
right.
pissed off
No,
today.
somebody stepped on my
And the
foot one
backup
too many
guard is
times.
about to be the 3-tech for this show. So you better pepper your
You better
Angus.
get right.
Because Coach said he wants violence
Yes.
today.
You know, Coach sat us down before this meeting and looked us in our eye and pretty much called us a bitch and said,
Shut the door.
practice didn't have enough going on.
Yep.
Today wasn't good enough, fellas.
That leads me to a good question. What's one of the most you've been sitting in a meeting room? I've never made it to the NFL. I don't know if you're getting your fucking ass chewed in the NFL, but in college, have you ever been sitting in a meeting room and heard another coach eating at somebody's ass and you're just like, yo, that's talent. Like that coach strung some words together right there that really hit to the heart.
I'm thinking special teams right
There was
now.
never anybody that stood out to me more in terms of like the critique wasn't loud, but the critique was so honest.
Yes.
Vic Fangio,
Okay.
Really?
defensive coordinator,
Yep.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
First off, when Matt Nagy became the coach of the Bears, I was one of the vets on the team. He let me break down the first spring post-practice huddle. And I was like, oh, damn, out of everybody, he picked me. That was pretty cool.
How good.
So we broke it down, Bears on 3, and we leave the huddle, and Fangio grabs me by the arm, and he's about up to my waist, and he goes, you didn't deserve that shit.
Right in your
he's like,
soul.
there's 40 guys out here working harder than you.
Right in
and
your
I was
soul.
like, damn.
Yeah.
And then you watch him coach up his defensive players. He doesn't have to yell. He's the mob boss that's just like, if he gives you the look, you understand where he's coming from.
Standards are standards.
And I think that's big.
Absolutely.
What's up, Kyle?
Absolutely.
Kyle, good to see you, bro. Kyle Turley, legend.
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 Sorry, man, Aaron. Nice to meet you,
Big
man.
Spice.
Big Spice, baby.
What's up, man? I'm Frank. Nice to meet you.
You as well, man.
Legend.
Y'all doing well?
Absolutely.
Shooting right now.
Rock on, bro. That guy's a badass.
I think we're supposed to get him later today.
Riverside College
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
RCC Community College.
coaches them boys up.
Woo.
Those guys are
Hey,
good.
and that's some tough play out there.
That's
Riverside.
great
Riverside
ball.
is great ball. I mean, they play hard. You get a good group of guys out there, kind of like that culture of that town and the surrounding towns is very similar to the Valley. Like
It's very like
taller dudes.
us against them
Absolutely.
out there.
Like,
It's-
hey, we don't have the nice things.
they have nice things.
sure
They just
we're
don't
gonna
have
play
salt water. They have everything else. You know what I'm saying? They
Yes.
got the sun and the palm trees and all that big ass highways.
Yep. Big
They
old
don't have the
highways.
water.
True. True.
And they're pissed off at the people who do have the water. So when you come over there from your water town,
Yeah.
they f you up.
We're fucking farmers out here in the Central
what I
Valley,
mean?
man. I'm like a goddamn Navy SEAL. My grandfather, he's got one leg, and he's out here. Hey, you gotta get a fucking water board, man. We gotta turn this shit around. I'm like, Gramps, we're in California, man. I can only do so much to move
That's
this. Bill.
funny.
We got the podcasting shit. Go talk to the government. Oh,
Change
yeah.
the world.
Yeah,
It's
right?
the world.
Hey.
Our
Open
onions,
the
our
valve.
onions need this
What
water,
do you
baby.
say? We're gonna open the. What are we even doing
What
here?
aqueducts do you think we're gonna open up over
I'm
here?
out here making funnels when it starts raining once a year, man.
That's funny. That's funny.
Man.
Well, this is fun. Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Hey,
we really
appreciate your
you giving
time,
us-
man.
I'm glad I came back over here. You guys are
Absolutely.
awesome. It's
Yeah,
nice
you're the
meeting
man.
you.
Hey, you too, brother.
Good luck with everything.
Yes,
Follow
sir.
up, man. Let's
Will
get
do.
linked up
Will do. Thank you.
for sure.